Thank you. So thank you so much for joining in today. Let's start with the session. I'll give you a rough introduction about my profile. As you know, my name is Dr. Sonal Masal. I'm a senior career transition expert at Brad. I come with 17 plus years of experience working in industry with different domains and sector. Myself, a domain changer, I have worked in manufacturing services, academia, now in edutech. I'm a BTech in electronics telecommunications, MBA in HR, and also a PhD in the field of emotional intelligence. I'm here, guys, today to share with you the experience that I have gained through my research papers and to give you a better understanding that why today DBA is better than PhD, especially when we are in 2025, right? And we are going ahead with the new trends working aloud. So let's understand what is this DBA and how it is better than PhD and why is it relevant to us now. Yeah. So the whole, just giving you a small context of the session, both these degrees are very prestigious, right? This is the highest level of education that you guys can attend. The only thing is that the outcome of both the degrees is that you are going to get the outcome, that is doctorate as a prefix to your name. So I've done the second one, PhD, but now I'm aware about both the degrees. So I'll give you a better and a holistic understanding of both the degrees. So PhD is more towards the traditional or theatrical background. But a DBA is something that focuses on applied research and real world business challenges. So the question is, if I want to do a doctorate, what should I do? Whether I should do a DBA program, which is doctorate in business administration, or should whether I do the conventional PhD method, which is academic in nature. Okay. So before that, I give you the differentiation between the two. I just wanted to give you a small understanding about the factors about the two types of research that we are using today, right? What are the main motives, the outcomes of it, who should do it, basically the practical research, which is more business oriented focus, and the academic research that we do in PhD. Yeah. So to have a better understanding, both have their outcomes which are fixed. So when you do a practical research, the topic or your thesis problem is to solve the real world business problems which are in present scenario, and the aim of doing solving this business problem is to get and enhance and improve decision making choices. That is main purpose or the practical approach of why do you do a practical research for business purposes. Whereas in academic research, we look at more about a theoretical knowledge, some concepts, some fundamentals to achieve, and that can contribute to the academic field for the lifelong learning of many people who would be learning the entire phase. Now, who should do practical research? Who should do academic research? So, anyone who is from the business segment, preferably in a leadership role, or who is into the top making executive role, or even in the policymakers or the practitioners in the business, are very good and apt to do a practical research because they are going to solve their business related problems. And academic research could be done by anyone like a research scholar, academic a person, or from the communities who want to have a better understanding of entirely solving the problem. Okay. Nabeen, you wanted to add something? Nabeen, are you trying to say something? Do you have a question? Snigdha, can we put Nabeen on mute? Okay. Continuing ahead, understanding that in practical research, we use applied methodology where we are going to use case studies, we are going to use a lot of research material, do market analysis and surveys for it. Whereas in academic research, we are going to have a theoretical and empirical hypothesis testing, statistical modeling, and quantitative and qualitative research analysis. Okay. Now, looking at the both the researches, the industry impact that we get from practical research is very direct towards the business impact, where they are looking for the most important thing that any business looks is the profitability, the efficiency increase, or getting a competitive advantage over the other business segments. Whereas in academic research, since it's a conceptual impact that we are looking at, it is looking for more towards like a potential long-term application in terms of fundamentals of proving something into an academic field. Okay. Generally, practical researches are used where we publish business reports, or you see the white papers or the executive presentations that happen internally in business, where they study and segment the market, the analysis, the growth, profitability for the business. Whereas the academic research are published and communicated through journals, conference papers, and even in academic books. Okay. So giving a small example to differentiate between a practical research and academic research. So let's say if we wanted to implement an AI, okay, to increase the customer service or the efficiency in a company, a practical research or a business focused research would be applicable. But whereas you wanted to, let's say, create, a new leadership theory, some new leadership traits or organizing organizational behavior theory explanation, so you do an academic research. Yeah. So guys, are you aware now? There are two types of research that we do. Yeah. Moving forward, for your understanding purposes, now let's come to the term that what is this DBA versus PhD, right? And the question that must be coming in your mind is what really sets them apart. Okay. So, as I was telling you, first, the title of the name, if you see, a DBA is Doctorate of Business Administration, PhD is Doctor of Philosophy. Okay. Both the name itself shows the credibility that they come. Output is same. If you do a DBA, you do a PhD, still you're going to get the doctorate degree and a doctorate prefix with your name. Okay. Now let's look at some another things which are the differentiators. We know the one outcome which is common in both the cases. Now, as I said, the focus area for a doctorate business administration program is where you solve business related problems, right? And that is where the applied research and the business solutions takes part. But for a PhD, you can take any theoretical research and wanted to add to the book of knowledge. That's what they look, right? Who should do it, right? Or who should pursue a doctorate program or a PhD? So, a DBA program is something that any business leader, top executive, or a seasoned professional who has seen the industry problem and who wants to solve it, right? That's the outcome they want to do through their research model, should go for a DBA program. And a person who would want to contribute to the theory, come with some new concepts, some fundamentals, wants to add to the book of knowledge and would want to go into teaching, ideally a PhD is more good for them, right? Because it's a long term conceptual thing. But doctorate of business administration more focused on the immediate and the practical solutions needed for the business. Okay. Giving you more differentiation between them two is you can complete a doctorate of business administration within a period of time frame of 3 years. It is flexible, you can do it online, and it's often part time. But whereas a PhD, it's something that a minimum tenure that they take you is between 4 to 6 years. I did my PhD and I took 6 years to complete the program. Okay. Now there's an extension period also if you don't able to complete it. In doctorate of business administration, it's not there because you're ideally able to complete it even in less than 3 years. But in PhD, sometimes due to university restriction and a lot of factors that are theoretical in nature, they give you a 2 year extension period after even 6 years, 6 to 8 years it can become. And if there's any female research scholar or a person with disability, they get an additional 2 year extension, but nothing can go or exceed about 10 years as per the UGC and AICTE rules for Indian universities. Yeah. Giving you again a comparison, if you want to take up this program about the entrance and the eligibility for a doctorate of business administration program, a DBA program, there is no mandatory any university entrance exam. You may have to fill a statement of purpose that why do you want to do a doctorate program, but there is no entrance examination as such specific. But if you do a PhD in any Indian university, there is a compulsory PET test that is called PhD entrance test, which you need to give. For every university, the test is different. Only if you have pursued an MPhil, then only you are able to have an exception in this PhD entrance test. Okay. Now, the biggest differentiation between the two is definitely you need a master's degree, or you can even have 5 years plus work experience to start a DBA program. PhD, it's even a fresher, or let's say someone who has done a graduate, and after graduate, he has done his master's program. Without any experience, he can still take up a PhD program. So there's no mandatory requirement of work experience in PhD. But there's a catch. In specialization, if you have to do a PhD, whatever is your master's field, you can do your PhD only in that field. So supposedly, if you have done a master's in technology, MTech program, okay, let's say you have done it in chemical engineering, and now you are come to a leadership kind of a role and you want to do a PhD or a doctorate program, since it's a management and a leadership program, your PhD can only be into chemical engineering. You cannot do it in management or HR or finance or operations or AI or another topic. But DBA gives you that leverage that you can choose any field specific to business domain that you're working, because you're solving a business problem. That is why they give you the flexibility to choose any topic, any field. So you may be a chemical engineer, but now today a vice president or a executive director at a good MNC conglomerate. You can take a management level title problem as your thesis topic and do a doctorate in that. Okay, this is one of the biggest differentiator between the two programs. Okay, are we clear till this? Any further questions I would definitely take at the end of the session, but I'm sure you guys are getting along. Okay, so coming back to the point, what are the career outcomes that you get? Okay, specifically for PhD, if you want to be a full-time faculty or a teacher at any Indian university, UGC affiliated, AICT affiliated college, PhD is a better go for that, because it's only academics. You understand a lot of factors on academics and research and the university processes. But if you do a doctorate of business administration program, what are the things that you could gain to your knowledges, since you have a higher ROI as compared to PhD, because you're solving an industry problem, right? That is the reason you can advance into any leadership and business strategy role, particularly the C-suite roles like a CEO, COO, director, ED, and all. Okay, that's the credibility that you get because you have done your research into particular topic. You get an immense credibility into consulting, mentoring, or even corporate governance for that matter. You also have an opportunity that whatever research model that you have created from your thesis, and since it is solving a business problem, and if you're solving an industry wide problem, you also have an opportunity to convert that into an entrepreneurship journey as well. Okay, you can start your own businesses. You could also look at getting into research head kind of roles, or into business consulting, or into organization development head, even project manager. And you can also become an adjunct faculty or a visiting faculty after doing even a DBA program, because here you're solving a business problem for industry and you want to come back to academia as a visiting or a guest or an adjunct faculty. You can come and share your experience with them. Yeah. Moving forward, I'm giving you an ideal scenarios, right? So you can make a better choice that whether should I choose a DBA or a PhD. Okay. So giving you prima facie both the descriptions, if you see an ideal candidate for a DBA program, it's someone who is a working professional in experience and seasonal one, and he has reached to the highest management levels. Now he is looking to get and switch from management role to a leadership level role. This is where an ideal DBA candidate could be of, right? They could also be business owners who are looking for strategic growth by solving the problem through research. Okay? Any corporate leader who is tackling complex organizational changes can also do a doctorate of business administration program. And any professional who want to solve research based problems and also have a practical degree about it is a person who can ideally go for a DBA program. Okay? For a PhD program, an ideal candidates would be someone who would want to be a teacher, okay, who would want to be an academic scholar and academic research person. Anyone, any future university professors and research scholars are good to do a PhD program. anyone who wants to create a new theory for a development for the book of knowledge, right? They can be an ideal PhD candidates. Or any individual, right, who would want to make a career in policy making and think tanks in that particular domain with their research can be a good candidate for a PhD program. Yeah. Moving further, just to come into a present tense, right? PhD has been there since very long with us, right? But why is DBA getting the traction and why is it more relevant in 2025? Because business needs are changing, right? And the companies are heavily investing in their R&D, and they want a practical research because every company is striving to improve the efficiency, profitability for their organization, and they want strategy with a practical research solution of their problems, right? This is why DBA is gaining more traction now. And industry professionals are also seeking not a theoretical or academic research, but they want applied solutions rather than just looking at theories and fundamentals. This is where a DBA is providing a leadership focused problem solving skills. That is why it's getting so much of traction in 2025. Also, it has been growing that now it has got acceptance as well. And there's a future for business research where people have been using it worldwide, right? And because of this, simple, the demand has been growing from global corporations and consulting firms. In fact, we have seen a lot of DBA graduates are transitioning into boardroom decision making roles, making them ready for the leadership level roles, the CXO grade that they are looking for. Yeah. And business driven research is more relevant than ever because we are using data to the core now. We have understood the importance of data and seen businesses growing and making into unicorns or even $1 billion company using the research methodology. Right? The DBA professionals are using the tools to drive this change in their organization through their research. So if you are someone who want to solve the real world problems that they are facing in the companies, their industry, or the organizations working for, then DBA is the right choice for you guys to go. So if you would want to go ahead to do a DBA program, ideally, what should be your next step? Very simple. Look for research accredited DBA programs. Okay. Check with what is your research interest, what is the business challenge. Ideally, you should select a topic that you are working into. Where is your strong domain knowledge? And you have been seeing this research topic is a problem in your industry. Take that as a challenge and make that as your thesis topic, and you'll be able to solve that problem or the challenge through a research, right? With data. Connect with the DB alumni who have done this kind of programs and professionals who are getting the benefits out of it. And then you can truly start your journey towards becoming a business leader and a problem solver. That's what we look at. Yeah. So, guys, thank you so much for your time. I am open to taking your questions now. Any questions, any places where you have some doubts? Makendra, Kamal, Nabeen. Yes, Kamal, you can unmute and say your question.
Yes, sure. At the beginning, I thought it was DBA is a database administrator, and here is a doctorate in business administration. And
Yes.
I'm already business owner and senior software engineer, and I'm founder also of software company Lotussoft. And sometimes I'm thinking to do something research or like I already did masters as well. I graduated in IT and master in marketing and innovation. So my bachelor and master is quite different field.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, it's sometimes thinking to do some research or higher up in education. So, and I just want to know, so why is this? Why are you organizing this program, or are you from university, or I don't know about it. And what will you suggest about me? And
Okay. So first of all, uh, doctorate of business administration today, these programs are globally available, and this is available through you through Upgrad and Mentor Labs as well. So you can go through them. They can give you the program depending upon the area of interest. So it's all about what is your area of interest, right? So Kamal, since you're into this IT field and all, I would definitely recommend you check your one of the program that we have from Golden Gate University, which are leveraging and they are having the highest number of research topics into the field of technology development and AI as well. Okay, maybe I can ask Snigdha or some people, to get you share with you the link of that program where you could go through the curriculum. So just to give you an idea, what happens if you do a doctorate of business administration program. Okay, they help you to first do your research coursework where you understand how to write a global level doctorate research thesis. Okay, that's the coursework that you do, and this is the same thing you do in PhD as well. But the second benefit that you had is that you will get a thesis supervisor assigned to you, and that thesis supervisor or the guide is going to help you to select a business topic for your research. So what you can do is, Kamal, think about at least 5 or 10 problems related to your business or in your industry that you are facing now. Okay,
yes,
you can create
true.
a list of it. And when you get a thesis supervisor, you discuss with him that out of this problem, which problem is your biggest challenge. Okay, and you want to solve it through research. So he will tell you, okay, the problem that you're looking is how can we formulate it into a research hypothesis? What should be the title frame as per the university? What would be the regulations and all? Whether it's feasible to do research on this particular topic or not, he will help you. And on basis of that, the data that you get, then you select a research topic, submit it to the university, you get a go ahead, and your research thesis will start, right? And the guide is going to help you completely right from understanding how to create the literature review, how to do the pilot study, how to create the main study for it, how to analyze things, how to create the conclusion part of it, even how to create your whole thesis report, right? This thesis supervisor is going to help you on writing, helping you to complete the dissertation. He'll also help you in defending the viva. What are the questions that can be asked? How should you answer them? So, with all this help that you get from a thesis guide, it is possible for you to complete this research well in time. And once you complete this research, you will have a problem to your business solution.
Great, that's great. And I want to know about the expenditure and cost for all these programs.
Yes. Well, I'll ask Snigna to share you the details along with the cost structure, right? Ideally, the time duration is 3 years for the program, but if you have the right resources, you have the right people, you're using the right tools, and you are giving. So, ideally, I would recommend anyone who wants to do this kind of a doctorate program, you should allocate 1 hour of your time the moment your research work starts. Okay, I know 1 hour in a daily routine is a very taxing thing as well, but if you are able, but if you're able to see this key with this 1 hour, you don't have to do anything outside of your work. You're using that time to solve your business problem, maybe in terms of increasing the productivity efficiency or reducing the cost optimization of the processes. It's going to help you solve your business problem, and that is what you require at your work, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So that 1 hour can be easily taken. Your work is done, and the same time you don't need any separate time for it. It can help you to do it. So ideally, if you take a consistency principle and 1 hour if you see for your research, so let's say 5 to 7 hours per week is a good enough time that you can take out to complete your research work.
Yeah, definitely. Yes.
Great. Any other
Yes.
questions?
Yeah. So sorry for cutting you in between. So Kamalji, for the costing, we'll get in touch tomorrow, right? I'll call you and I'll brief you about the costing and things.
Okay, sure.
Anyone else? Sophia, Makendra, Pratiksha, Ganesh, Subrat, Rajendra, Yogesh, Ankit, Sashwat. Yes. I hope I was clear enough. Any doubts or in understanding between the
No,
two?
ma'am. Okay, I'm just completed in my master's in and master in business administrative. So there is about any information about finance, that's management.
Yes, you can choose specialization as finance as well. We have DBA programs, Doctorate of Business Administration, where you could choose any topic in finance specialization as well.
Okay, there is also management also. Yes.
Yes, so the whole crux is this whole program is based on management of business administration. Okay, so business administration is the baseline of solving because the problem, the research that you will solve is purely for business solutions.
Okay, then we'll be especially focused on grounded theory.
Sorry, they would be focusing on?
Okay, qualitative.
Yes, qualitative, quantitative, both you can use. So it will all depend on what is the topic of your research.
Okay, especially in finance case, we'll be
Yes,
all the.
yes. In finance, you can choose the topic. In fact, the thesis supervisor that you will get will be from your domain only, the topic of study that you will put. So let's say, as you are from finance domain and you want to study in that, the thesis guide would have already been helping people to complete the theses in finance domain. And he has also have work experience of working in finance domain.
Related to organization form.
Yes, related to organizations.
Thank you. Same questions. Cost structure, duration.
Duration, as I mentioned, for doing a doctorate of business administration, it takes you 3 years. But yes, if you're consistent and more than enough, there is a possibility that you could complete it in time as well, and in fact, less than the time.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll give you my personal example as well. Okay, so when my guide told me that I have to, block this in my Google Calendar or 1 hour of my research time, right? I did that, and just in a span of 2 years and 4 months, I closed my calendar. My black book research thesis final thing was done.
It's
Yeah.
depend on individual.
Yes, depend on individual, but if you're able to put 1 hour of your time, even if you travel, Ganesh, okay, so a lot of people that do this doctorate of business administration programs are founders, business owners, directors, vice president, AVP grades, and all above, right? So they travel a lot, right? They have used their travel time to do their research work because you don't get any other time to do it, opening the laptop for doing research work elsewhere. And since you're solving your business related problem in companies that you're working, right, or in the industry, you will be having a lot of data or there are a lot of things that you do in your work that will correlate with your research.
Is so that's some conference that entry available or not?
Sorry?
Like conference, uh,
Yes,
conference like
there are. Yes, yes. There are certain programs that we have with us. So, for example, we have this program from Golden Gate University from San Francisco, USA, a doctorate of business administration program for them. You have an on campus immersion option available for them where you will visit San Francisco and there would be a proper program over there where you would talk to the industry leaders or who are people who are doing researches. They would also be telling you how they are doing their problem business related researches. You'll be able to connect with the faculty. The thesis supervisors also would be available there, and there would be a lot of a proper conference kind of setup would be there where exchange of ideas, business related problem solution, thinking out of the box, all these things are discussed in this kind of immersion experience that you'll go through. I hope you heard my answer, Ganesh.
yeah. I have some queries more.
Yes, go
Okay.
ahead.
Uh, just suppose I'm interested in finance. Okay, then I'll be interested in research on finance. So I'll be collaborating for research paper with some professors. Can through when I completed my DBA, can I will be also will be published journals in some, it will be some beneficial or not?
So absolutely, as I shared in the presentation, right, there are a lot of career outcomes that you could get, Ganesh, right? So the best outcomes that you could get is from your research, right? From your business. If you're solving any business related problem, you definitely also have an opportunity to start your own entrepreneurship thing. Second, if you're solving an industry related problem and you market that out, leverage that key from your research, you're solving some problem in finance industry, you get the credibility and you yourself make yourself ready to go for a leadership level role. Okay, you can also start as a consultant, independent, even in that, and make your mark with a brand visibility. Because see, why will they accept what Ganesh is telling? When you say ki this is Dr. Ganesh and he has done his doctorate in finance in something, then whatever your research say problem solution you have done, that people will accept. Okay, you getting the point, Ganesh? Yeah. So the higher credibility also, it helps you in career focus as well, because today we want leaders who are having research mindset, who are solving business problem through their research. And this is why the CXO roles are also good enough for you to crack.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Great. Any other questions? Sophia, Subrat, Pratiksha, Yogesh, Ankit. Yes, Rampujan.
I'm sorry, I'm just joined this meeting. So I don't know about details about it.
Oh, okay. No worries. It's a recorded call. I'm sure Snigdha would be sharing with you the recording as well. But yes, the session was about what's the difference between Doctorate of Business Administration and PhD, which both gives you the the outcome as a doctorate title with your name as a prefix, right? So which should be done and for whom? What are the benefits and pros and cons of both the cases?
Okay, thank you. This course is which university, ma'am?
So we have couple of universities with us, right from Golden Gate University, which is from San Francisco. The IT
Okay.
Silicon Valley has located. We also have programs from ESGCI from Paris. We also have programs from Rushford Business School, Spain. We also have programs from Edbuch College, which is again from Wisconsin, from USA.
Okay. I mean,
Okay.
one thing is, and after this course, where we get job? What is
So
the
after you do this program, okay, there are career opportunities that can help you to get into either entrepreneurship, you can become an independent consultant, mentor, or in jobs also, if you can go, you can track and go for leadership level jobs, getting into senior management, top executive, VP, executive director, CEO, CXO level roles, or even if you can go as an independent or in a company as a business consultant, even project management jobs are available, or research head, these jobs are available for you in the market. You can also, if want, you can become a visiting faculty or an adjunct faculty. Okay, not full time, but visiting faculty in colleges also is accepted after you do a DBA program.
how long time I have to take for this course?
So this program takes you somewhere around 3 years commitment for the program.
Yes, I mean the to for 6
3
semesters.
years.
And
Kind
semester
of.
wise, year wise.
Here we don't have the semesters as well. We have a year-wise program, but it's definitely possible to complete it in less than 3 years if you have a very consistent system approach towards completing the program. And you need a time commitment of, let's say, somewhere between 5 to 7 hours per week. That's it. You don't have to put any other extra time, and you will be able to consistently complete the program.
And how much cost total fee of
It
this?
depends upon what program, which university you do. Snigdha will be sending you the financial details.
Okay.
Okay, excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
Little more.
Okay, thank you, man.
Is
Send
there
me.
available any scholarships?
Yes, there are scholarships available. Okay, Snigdha can help you with the scholarship details as well. So it's all about,
Eligibility,
because
sorry.
there is no entrance exam, Ganesh, here, right? So you have to go
Eligibility.
into fill a statement
No,
of
no,
purpose.
sorry. For scholarship eligibility,
That's what I'm telling you. For scholarship eligibility, they make you fill a statement of purpose. Why do you want to do a doctorate of business administration? What is the problem that you're trying to solve? You write it down. What is the thing that, please do not use chat GPT. Write it out. What are the real problems that you want to solve? Through research, you send it to the university. Snigdha will help you in that application process. Once university views your application and they feel convinced ki yes, Ganesh is going to solve some business related problem, this he deserves the seat, you will get that. And depending upon your area of research or the topic that you're looking or the problem you want to solve, let's say in finance industry, there is a good position that they will give you the highest scholarship that's available with them.
that's
And ma'am,
our
that
proposal.
question, what is the age factor for this, ma'am?
There is no age factor, sir, for this.
Okay, excuse me, ma'am. That means what we will be submitted our proposal. If it will be better proposal, then we'll be have a higher chances of getting scholarship or what?
Yes. If your proposal is good enough, if you tell them why do you want to do a research, if they get convinced, the topic can be anything, right? But what is your base underlining? So they want to give you the seat, but only if you're solving some business related problem. Yeah. So I'll suggest you, Ganesh, what you do is I can ask Snigdha to share with you the application form and details once you go through the program. Fill that up, okay? And then you can also look for the maximum scholarship that they get. Snigdha will get a coordination from them and she will help you with that details with the exact numbers.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Yes. Sanket, you wanted to ask some question?
Hi, Sonal.
Hi.
Me and my wife, we have done an MBA, both of us, and we have a decent GPAs also. We just got married last year, and we have a child right now. So I was wondering if if I can apply with my dependent and my child also.
Yeah, you can complete. See, the best part about the DBA program is that it's a flexible online program, right? You don't have to go to university and sit down there for full time. You don't have to leave your job or your businesses or your career. Okay. You can do it online at the pace of your place, and the best part is it's a very highly professional program done by people who are working and running businesses.
Okay, so it's completely online, not on campus.
No. There is a visit, okay? It's optional, it's not mandatory. Okay. If you want, you can go through their San Francisco, USA campus. If you want to opt for that, you can go. There's an immersion program there somewhere for 1 week around.
Okay. And
And
thank you.
ma'am, who can manage the visa?
All those things will be taken care by our team. They'll help you in that.
No, there is lots of problem when we apply for the
So
visa.
this
Then
is a study visa, right? This is not a work visa.
no,
And
actually I know about the study visa, but your American embassy deny your visa thereafter.
Normally, we have not faced this problem yet, but yes, we have a dedicated team who looks at the visa processes and all. And if there's something, they will notify it to you. And if there's some alignment, you tell them to them in advance. They'll make sure the due diligence is taken care of and will help you with the visa processes.
And which stream can apply for this course?
So you can choose any specialization. You should choose a specialization where you want to solve your problem, or where you want to jump and show that to get a credibility in this particular field.
And ma'am, if I can take admission in this course, and who is my teachers who guide me, and who can manage me if I have some problems to study about it, then
So there would be live sessions as well and recorded sessions. So you would get a particular schedule when you will be having live sessions for this. You can ask it. On the portal also, there are doubt resolution centers. During your whole program, you will also get a buddy from our side where whatever questions or anything is coming up, you can ask him towards the program related and everything. And when you will start with your research, right? The thesis will start, you will get a thesis guide. You'll be having their email number, their phone number, so that you guys professionally decide, block your calendar, yours and the guide's calendar, get on a video call, make sure that whatever steps needs to be done is done in that time. Get a timeline ki what would be done next and when we'll meet, so that your calendar is blocked accordingly and you're on time and doing things.
Okay,
So you
ma'am.
don't have to
Okay.
chase a guide. Okay. This is the best part that I like about DBA program, because in PhD, I have literally changed my guides. I used to run to universities from my place to the university. Then the guide, it's like a marathon kind of a thing I ran for completing my page. But these things are totally skipped in DBA because they're very highly professional, because they know you're solving a business problem.
Ma'am, once at a time, I apply in your in India at which college? University name is BHO.
Okay.
BHO for the him in the sector of finance, and they cannot choose me for this course.
So that's what I'm telling you. There are a lot of things when you do with the Indian University. It must be a PhD and not a DBA program.
No, in PhD, just I'm telling you,
Yeah.
not for it.
See, that is the whole thing, right? This doctorate of business administration program is solving all these loopholes that you get in a PhD program.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll ask Snigdha to share with you the
There is
right
not any
skills.
kind of risk for our other things like I can take admission thereafter any kind of problem, because
No.
once my friend is also doing this course from
And
America.
PhD or DBA?
Yes, ma'am.
Is he doing PhD program or a DBA program?
DBA program. I
Okay,
already
from
know
where?
about it, but
Okay.
in generally only I know DBA program, but not in brief.
Okay. Got it. See, the whole point about a DBA program, as the name also says, right? It's doctorate in business administration.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is where the whole strategic thinking is. The whole we know that this program is made for working professionals. Okay, and the
Okay.
business owners, right? So we know the time that you can commit along with your work, you're going to do this. So the arrangement is done in such a way that we are in a win-win scenario. Where the university wants someone who is solving a business problem, and you are the person who is facing the problem and who wants to solve it through this program.
Okay, ma'am.
Great. Any other question? Yes, Rampujan, any other question you have?
Actually, I also joined very late, so I have not more questions about it.
Okay, okay.
Just
No
I'm coming
problem.
home and I join it, ma'am.
Snigdha can share with you the recording of this particular session. I can ask her to do that.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Yeah?
Sure.
Great. Anyone else? Any other questions before we close it down? Subrat, Sophia, Pratiksha.
Yes, Sonal, I wanted to ask that, are there students from Nepal who are doing this program at the moment?
That we need to check if we have an alumni from Nepal. I don't have the current batch details because I talk to people after the program, but yes, we can certainly check for that. But yes, we have people who are from India, who are from UAE, who are from USA, different states from there, right from Canada, from even countries like UK. Australian students have also done this program as well. So we have a kind of a global cohort for this particular kind of program.
Okay, let me answer that. Actually, we have a number of students from Nepal who are doing the DBA program.
Wonderful.
Okay, so yeah, one is Susan Thapa, Mr. Susan Thapa, who is the CEO of CGNet. The other is Dinesh Silwal. He, owns one of the, big IT companies right now, Crisp Call. They were the highest taxpayers of Nepal, and we have many more. One person from accounting background, one person from administrative background. So we have quite a lot. Okay, and two other things I would like to clarify. Somebody was speaking about the visas. So basically, when you go for these immersion programs, it's technically a visit visa. And there's no reason we've not seen our students get rejected. And a matter of fact, there's not just one immersion. There's so many networking opportunities. I've seen my students go to Dubai, go to Singapore. There's so many opportunities that come wherein you get to go present papers, get to go network with the community. So I've not seen them get rejected because they have strong documents from the university, from the institution, that they are going for a certain purpose and they are coming back. So that will not be an issue. Number three, I was also hearing a lot of questions pertaining to timeline. Okay, 3 years, yes, ideally, but we also have a program that lets you complete your DBA in 2 years, right? Dr. Sonal, Rushford is
Yes.
a relatively shorter one.
Edgewood as well. Edgewood
Yes.
program.
Yes, Edgewood and Rushford also, I believe, is a
Yes,
short
it is
short
less
program.
than 3. Yes,
Yeah.
between 2
Yes.
to 3 you can complete.
Yes. And yeah, for people who are skeptical about, online, whether you'll have support, you don't have to worry, there's robust support. Like Dr. Sonal said, you'll have a dedicated body who will, help you out. You'll have a community, you'll have a lot of exposure to travel to, India and different parts of the world where you meet the community, I've literally seen, the first person that I mentioned was not a CEO before he did our course. So while he did the course, I have seen him, elevate and go into the biggest conglomerate in Nepal and, lead it as a CXO. So yeah, it's a very good program. And yeah, we can do a one-on-one call and, explain all the details and do a detailed counseling for the interested ones, who've asked questions as well.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for that input, Snigdha. Anyone else? Any other questions? If we have, maybe we can take it a few more. Smriti, Rajendra. Okay. So, Snigdha, I think they have got the majority of the answers. And maybe if you could communicate with Ram Pujan, Kamal, Ganesh on one-on-one, that could give them more clarity on the questions they were seeking out.
Yes, I will do that, Dr. Sonal.
Great.
Thank you so much for your time, Dr. Sonal, and that wonderful,
Pleasure is all
insightful
mine.
presentation. Yeah. So I would also like to thank all of you who've attended the program. Okay, some of you have joined in late and have missed, but we'll make sure that we send you the entire recording, and we'll make sure that you cover up from there. Rest assured, we'll give you a call also, and we'll take up any other questions if you have. Thank you so much for your time, and wish you all a very good
Can we
night.
get slides?
I'm sorry, Ganeshji?
Can we get slides, please?
Can we get what?
Slides.
Slides. Yeah, sure. Yeah, that can be shared too. Yeah, sure.
I'll send you a copy, Snigdha. You can share it ahead.
Yeah, sure. So we'll
Thank
send the recording, we'll send the presentation, and we'll also give you one-on-one call so that your doubts are further addressed.
Thank you. Have a lovely
Okay,
time.
thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Thanks, Snigdha.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you, everyone.
Sonal. Thank you so much. Wonderful presentation.
Thank
Pleasure.
you.
Thank you so much.